Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick story on Jay-Z and Tony Buzbee. So this Jane Doe has spoken out to the news. Jane Doe, the one who was 13 when Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly violated her. See, when Tony Buzbee messed with Jay-Z, he messed with the wrong one. Tony Buzbee didn't realize that Jay-Z wasn't going to play those games. Jay-Z is on Tony Buzbee's behind, and he let Tony Buzbee know via his law firm that even if this Jane Doe case gets kicked out of the courtroom, he's still coming for him. Tony Buzbee, what you going to do now that Jay-Z is on to you and coming for you? Unfortunately, I feel bad for this Jane Doe because I feel like she was being used. Tony Buzbee never expected Jay-Z to fight back. He thought Jay-Z was going to bow down because he didn't want his name tied to a Diddy case. He never expected this whole thing to go this way. So now this Jane Doe comes, she's speaking out, has inconsistencies, and I think Tony Buzbee used her. Let's get into this story. See, the other thing is when it comes to you saying to Jane Doe, if we don't know the name, then Jane Doe can interchange and be anybody at any given time. Let's listen to Jane Doe's story.
Be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JC comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Buzbee, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe, we just heard a very strongly worded statement from Jay-Z. What else are you hearing from him and his team?
Yes, so his attorney said that they're going to ask the court to, quote, dismiss this frivolous case. And also moments ago, we heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, this is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab. And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there. Chloe, thank you so much for that.
Oh, if you notice, she was like, it seemed like a teddy bear was in her lap, so to speak, and like maybe a rabbit, like teddy bear with long ears, because it seemed like she was kind of using that as a comforting mechanism as she was trying to tell this story. Listen, at the end of the day, and also I read the article, and the article said that a separate time she was violated, AR'd, and they don't really get into who AR'd her, I guess, that other time. And when that particular incident happened, did it happen before this time that she alleges with Diddy and Jay-Z, or did it happen after? I think Tony Buzbee is messy. And I think when you have serious allegations as such, and that's why Jay-Z said in his statement, if anyone did this to your client, you should file criminal charges. He was 10 toes down on that. You have a client where this stuff has happened. I do agree it should be criminal charges, but I think this Tony Buzbee is a fraud. I think that he is being messy, and I think that when he vetted out this particular client, at best he should have known that she had a lot going on. And I'm not saying if you have a lot going on and someone has violated you, you should not have a lawsuit. But at best he should have known just speaking with her, because I can tell with her speaking with this news anchor that she has a lot going on, and he should have taken extra time and precautions to vet her even longer, knowing that she just has a lot going on, and knowing that if she has been violated several times, you want to be clear on who violated her each time that she says she's being violated, because you know that details matter, and it especially matters when you're accusing high-level people. And now you have other celebrities that she was naming was there, and they were not there. So that's going to be an easy debunk to say, you can't remember this one from that one. So how can we be sure that this celebrity did something to you versus some other person? Tony Buzbee got himself into trouble. Jay-Z is on his behind and his whole legal team. And Tony, I don't think this is going to end well for him. So Tony's insisting on going back and forth with Jay-Z. I think Tony thought if his client spoke to the news, it was going to help him. And that's why he added in there, trying to get sympathy, to me, in my opinion, for this client by saying she's autistic. She had a head injury. She was homeless. She also was in the military, because she said in the article, she said she was in the military. This is so messy. But either way, Tony, you're in trouble. So you better wake up, watch out, and maybe you better look at every single case against Diddy, because now everything Tony has ever done is going to be under scrutiny. Listen, guys, chat with me and I'll chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. What do you think is going to happen to Tony Buzbee as a result of this particular client that is accusing Jay-Z, and her own father said, I ain't pick her up, or I don't remember picking her up? Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video.